it's Brian here from quantlabs.net. I just wanted to wish everybody happy holidays, Christmas and all that. I'll be still pumping out maybe videos, I don't know, or even stuff. I'm going to be working through the holiday season as I always do, because I enjoy what I do, serving you guys and gals. Getting that now too. Primarily, 2013 was a really good year. This time last year I said, oh, it's going to be one of the best years ever. It turned out to be the case. I mean, the market's up with S&P 500, what, 25% or something like that. It's pretty crazy. A lot of people did quite well. I didn't partake, but I'm just researching and blah, blah, blah. I'll get that in a minute. Anyways, 2013 was a good year for myself. Lots of stuff I've learned, as well as some of the really cool people came out of the woodwork. So I just want to say two big people that have really contributed to my, I'll call it successes in my own little small ways, is Ernie Chan, who put out an amazing book this year in July on winning strategies. He even mentioned me as a thank you for technology and helping him. I love doing this for people. I got thousands of people. I'll get that in a minute, and so on and so forth. So thanks to him. And of course, most of all, I don't want to say most of all, but who's contributed a lot, and I've seen a lot of the insider secrets on how really successful quant traders, whatever firms they are on the insider and the inside, being able to see all that is thanks to the lending quant for the last almost year. Has really contributed to my knowledge and how things are really done, and how a lot of these call them entrepreneurs and just highly driven and very highly intelligent people really succeed, and why they succeed. And it just proves to me that we all live in a society where we have choices, and there's a lot of lazy people out there, a lot of haters, which I'm even getting, which is a sign of pinnacle of success or a start of it. And then those people are the ones that don't go very far in life. They don't go anywhere, actually. They probably go backwards. And there's a reason for that, because they're just not driven, they're not motivated, blah, blah, blah. But those are the people that fall within the cracks of the capitalistic system. So for all those that are still been following me since pretty well almost day one, for some of them, those are the kind of people that succeed. They don't have to follow me exclusively, and they don't need to, obviously. But it's people like that that do really well. Anyways, so where does that lead us? For 2014, I'm going in full force. We've got the technology in place. I've done a whole webinar on that and all the different technologies that I have chosen that I believe is probably the best you can get out there. The commercial versus open source, it's a blend of those, as well as just ramping up. I got a really big community. Thanks to them, I've got 1,300 people in my LinkedIn group. I've got something like almost 1,000 subscribers on my channel for YouTube. I've got about maybe 600, 700, I don't know, in the meetups. And I've got thousands of people that visit or that are on my email list. And obviously with my website itself, it's bringing anywhere from 500 to 700 people a day. So it's growing, and it's growing pretty fast. But what I'm planning to do for next year is that where it's going to really help people out is to go into business growth mode, doing a lot of new, I won't call it innovative, but just new tactics to really blow up this business. There's a big reason for it, which will be beneficial for a lot of people, is, you know, as I've been going through the entire process of running a firm, like a hedge fund or a prop shop, or you know, all the models and all that stuff, one big takeaway from this year was I don't want to take on external capital. I just don't want to be responsible for needing a back office system, going through registration through some government body, and also the other big one is reporting. If I want to do that, I just take on a nice little cozy job somewhere if I really wanted that. The other good thing about it is, because if I manage my own money, like me walking into a casino, no one can tell me where and when I can spend it and how I spend it. It's my responsibility if I blow the account or blow it up. So that's my philosophy. So that's why I'm going in a big growth mode, because now I want to take whatever comes out of this business, the educational part, and just pump it as into working capital for my own trading account, which I'm planning to do in the next couple of months, and then just reinvest it in that. And I know there's a couple of followers doing the same thing, and I'd highly encourage people to do that. The other big thing is you've probably seen this book I've been kind of raving about in the last week. Most people have read it, apparently, from PJ Kaufman, Trading Methods and Systems, something like that. But I did put up a couple of links on it, and I've gone through it. It's a massive book, 1,200 pages. Now, for those that are fairly advanced, farther along, yeah, that book is probably going to be okay for you. But personally, for me, I'm a beginner, and this is one of the actual first books that ties everything together, from risk management to platform development to charting to both quant and technical analysis. And most of all, one thing I love about this book, because I haven't looked at math in 20 plus years, it just goes over the very basics of the important things, specifically in the world of quant. It includes some of the Greek symbols or whatnot, and shows you step by step by putting charts up and the actual calculations on how to do this stuff. This book is phenomenal at that. It's a slow read, it's probably a boring read, but when you go through and you eat this up, you'll go, holy moly, I brought it all together. The last couple of years has come together through this book. Another big thing is you get source code for it, but the takeaway for me is you get Excel spreadsheets, whoop-de-doo. But the big one is the TradeStation source code. I can now take that source code and use it as pseudocode for my own software that I've got in .NET, MATLAB, all that stuff. That's what I'm doing the webinars on. And be able to take that as the core and pump out some really neat strategies and some other stuff as I learn from that and build from that. And that's what I'm planning to do over the next couple of months. But I'm really going, as I said, full force on that. And a lot of people have been, commenting on not enough models are being displayed. I'm putting models out there. You guys are just seeing it. I put them out in my membership, and there's a ton of them. So they are there. A lot of algorithms, basic stuff, oscillators, just to show the flow of how you capture data in real time, do some kind of analysis, and then make a trading decision and enter in the markets. I've got that in the membership, and I've got it throughout the 500 plus videos on my channel. You just got to find them, and that's that. So I will put together a complete model, but it'll also include obviously portfolio management, what to allocate as capital, do a risk assessment on the capital and the risk of the actual strategy. So I'm planning to build that and build a whole webinar series around that, because the last webinar series or workshop, we're going to call it, I'm now repackaging it, putting it out there, and it's going to be now worth a lot of money. I don't know yet. I've just got to figure out what people are willing to pay. But I can tell you, from what I've seen, it's quite a bit. And I'll be doing the same thing for my membership, and some other stuff's going to come out of that. And again, all those proceeds will be used to be put back into this firm business, and then use that as working capital as a trading account. So it's not like I'm going to take people's money and go out and buy corporate jets and Ferraris and have a gay old time, I guess you could say. It's like that's the intention for next year, 2014. That is the goal, and build out some really powerful strategies with this platform I got, plus the charting, plus the database technology, plus the .NET stuff, plus the Excel, blah 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 blah. I could go on and on and on about it. But my confidence in the math and the algo is going up quite a bit because of this PJ Kaufman book. So there we are. Everything's in play. I got to thank everybody for being a member and making me propel to the next step and to get to the next step. I know a lot of people are wanting me to succeed. I'm just, like I keep saying, I'm just a schmuck learning this stuff. The only difference is I'm pretty motivated to see myself succeed. And thankfully, I've got a lot of people behind me and rallying behind me to get there, because I feel like I'm leading this pack of people that want to see myself succeed. So I want to do that and educate people on that. But at the other end, you're going to have the odd hater that just, whatever. But whatever. They're just, as I said, last person I looked at just works as a AM grill manager in a restaurant on a morning shift in somewhere in, I don't want to say butt bleep Idaho or whatever. But those are the kind of people we're dealing with on the hater side. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. I want to just not make successful traders for everybody, but including myself and those that follow me, because that's the goal. Again, happy holidays for myself here at quantlabs.net. Thanks a lot for watching this video. Thanks for sticking it out for all year. I'm hoping even 2014 will be better than this year, 2013. Today is, the 19th of December, coming up for New Year's 2014. Have a good one, and see you soon. Later.